Welcome to Law Days and Lattes, the podcast where we blend the world of law and business with a warm cup of information and common sense. I'm your host, Sidney Wheelan, attorney, real estate investor, and business owner. Each week, we'll be your go-to source for legal insights, business advice, and so much more. Whether you're a seasoned professional, an ambitious entrepreneur, or simply someone seeking guidance, we'll have you covered. From navigating the legal landscape to empowering you with valuable business strategies, we'll explore the legal side of life and enjoy a virtual latte along the way. So, grab your favorite latte, get comfortable, and let's dive in to Law Days and Lattes. Welcome back to Law Days and Lattes. I'm your host, Sidney Wheelan, founder of the Wheelan Law Firm, now serving North Missouri families in two convenient locations in both Moberly and Carrollton. It's that time of year, Thanksgiving, and the beginning of the holiday season. Thanksgiving has always been one of my favorite holidays, not because of the cooking, though I'll never turn down a slice of pumpkin pie, but because it's one of the few times families pause long enough to actually see each other. We gather around familiar tables, share familiar stories, and remember why these connections matter so much. Every family has those stories that come out year after year. The ones that get funnier with time, the ones that are passed down like heirlooms. Maybe it's the year the turkey fryer nearly took out half of the backyard, or the time Grandma bought a new casserole that nobody recognized, but everyone politely tried anyway. Sometimes the stories are quieter, like the story of an aunt who stepped in to raise her younger siblings when life took an unexpected turn. Or the grandfather who taught everyone the value of saving, planning, and thinking ahead. Or the mother who kept a notebook by her bed with all the important information just in case, because she never wanted her children to feel lost. These stories remind us that families are always building something: memories, values, traditions, and a future. Some families gather with generations under one roof. Others are blended, stretched across states, or navigating new chapters. Some families are caring for aging parents. Others are supporting children launching into the world, or children who need a little more support along the way. There's no one correct way to be a family. What matters is understanding what your family is building and making sure you're protecting that foundation. The holidays are the perfect time for meaningful conversations. Not complicated conversations, not legal talks over the dinner table, even at my house, but gentle check-ins. This season, consider asking the kinds of questions that come from love, not obligation. If something changed tomorrow, would our family have a plan? Do we have documents in place that reflect what we're building? For our children, our parents, or each other? Does everyone know where those documents are? Do the people who matter understand why we chose the arrangements we did? A listener once shared a story with me about her parents. They'd had wills for years, tucked away in a drawer, but never talked about what was in them. When her father passed away unexpectedly, the family spent days searching, not just for documents, but for answers. She told me that what hurt the most wasn't the legal confusion. It was never knowing why her father made the decisions he made. Decisions she later realized were rooted in love, protection, and a desire to keep peace between the siblings. That experience changed how she approached her own planning. She sat down with her own children, poured coffee, and talked openly about her wishes and the reasons behind them. She said it was one of the most meaningful conversations they'd ever had. Being grateful for our families isn't just about saying thanks around the table. It's about making choices today that spare them confusion, conflict, or unanswered questions later. Having a legal plan in place isn't about fear. It's an act of love. It says, I want you to be cared for. I want you to know my heart. I want the things we've built together, our land, our traditions, our hopes, to stay intact. So looking beyond our own table, Thanksgiving also reminds us that not every family enters the season with abundance or stability. Some are grieving, some are struggling financially, some are caring for loved ones with health challenges. A simple act of generosity, an invitation, a meal, a donation, or simply time, simply listening can become a legacy all its own. So this Thanksgiving, take a moment to appreciate the people around your table and the people who may one day rely on the plans that you've made. You don't need to have everything figured out today. Just start with a conversation. Start with love and gratitude. If you already have a plan, take this chance to share the why behind it. Those are the conversations your family will remember long after the dishes are done. And if you enjoyed this episode of Law Days and Lattes, share it with your friends and family so that they too may have those meaningful conversations with their loved ones. Until next time, my friends, happy Thanksgiving from all of us at the Wheelan Law Firm. Have a great week.
This podcast episode contains general information for discussion purposes only. Each case is different and must be judged on its own merits. Missouri rules generally prohibit lawyers from advertising that they specialize in particular areas of the law. This show should not be construed to suggest such specialization. Nothing on this show should be taken as legal advice for any individual case or situation. This information is not intended to create an attorney-client relationship, and the listening or viewing of this podcast does not constitute an attorney-client relationship. The choice of a lawyer is an important decision and should not be based solely upon advertisements.